How's it going, everybody? This is Etho, and welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Let's Play series. Hopefully you guys are having yourselves a wonderful day today. What have I been up to? What's Etho been doing in the world here? Well, we're still working on the projects, guys. Trying to do the... what is it? The fixing, the finishing, and there's a third one, too. What was it? The forgetting. That's right. Yep, so in line with our plan we figured out last episode, guys, we're going to be focusing on fixing projects, finishing them, or if they're broken beyond repair and there's nothing we can do about it. If we can't fix or finish a project, we're going to forget about it. is what we got planned, so that hopefully our world will get into better shape for the world tour at episode 550 here. And in line with that, one of the projects I worked on fixing up, it wasn't actually broken, but I felt like a little bit of work could really bring it to the next level here. And I'm actually using this farm quite a bit now, this flower farm, to grow these fungi. Before we would stand here, we'd hold right click and this would bounce back and forth and stuff would pop off. Now all we got to do is hit start and it's all automatic. So there's a dispenser with bone meal underneath there, and every time the floor shifts it grows some grass, and then when it shifts again it pops off and grows it again. We hit stop whenever we're done, when we got enough products. Then I added another thing up here. This is the quick collect. We used to have a hopper minecart that ran under this and picked stuff up, but it was way too slow. It wasn't able to pick up everything. I figured, why don't we just add some water buckets to bring this stuff to us here. There's a composting station over here, so if we want to break stuff down into bone meal, if we're not going to need it for anything, like a lot of this grass stuff. So then we also have some hoppers that run under this composter, and it delivers the bone meal it produces to the dispenser that grows the grass. So that's all kind of automatic. We manually load bone meal in over here as well, and I'll just show you underneath here really quickly. So yeah, this is the composter above this hopper. It brings the stuff to the dispenser. And unfortunately, it's a little bit hard to see the wiring down here, but essentially we have two observers on each side here. They detect when the grass moves, this one here. This one checks this one and then sends the power out over here. This runs up to one set of the pistons and also to the dispenser with the bone meal. And then this one runs to this set of pistons. Now, last episode, one of the big projects we worked at fixing up was our gold farm number 2. We transformed it into the new Goon Farm, or golden iron farm. And it seems like it's going to be a pretty important project to our world, so I decided let's go the extra mile with this thing. And we're going to work on making it pretty cool today, hopefully. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7. So thank you guys very much for your help in the last episode. In the comments, I could not figure out why we were only getting like 2 or 3 iron golems at a time. It was driving me crazy. One of the first things that I saw suggested, and one of the first things I tried, you guys said get rid of these slabs here. So apparently if we do an F3B, see if I can do it there, that blue line in front of the villager is where he's looking. And in order to spawn an iron golem, the villagers need to see the zombie here. And you can see like where they're looking is in line with these slabs. These slabs were blocking out their vision to the zombie. And that's why we weren't really getting any iron golems spawning. Yeah, so we've made some pretty big changes to the Goon Farm here since last episode. And we're about to make some more big changes. So just wanted to show you where we're at before things get too crazy. So we've added in a hopper clock here to control the iron golem spawning. And that goes to each of these zombie chambers. I got rid of the pistons that were here and we went with trapdoors instead. Those open up and allow the villagers to see the zombies. And that goes to all 4 of these things here. Before we were using white terracotta for our spawning platform, and I ripped that all out. It's all gone. We got it replaced with magma blocks now, which has 2 advantages. It doesn't spawn the piglins, the guys that steal the gold, which... pretty nice. You don't really want those when you're making a gold farm, right? So we get more pigman spawns as well because of that, because they're not spawning. The other thing the magma blocks do is they slowly kill the iron golems, so if there's ever a situation where there's nothing on the platform, no zombie pigmen to kill them, they'll still die, which is great. That gets rid of them, keeps the iron flow going. today what I'd like to do with this farm, our main goal is to get it working quicker. Right now, we spawn the iron golems like every 2 minutes or so. We gotta wait for them all to die, and then 30 seconds after that, we can spawn in a new set of them. If we move the iron golems 16 blocks away from the villagers, though, like right away, we can spawn the next wave like within 30 seconds of that. So we can go from like 2-minute waves down to 40-second waves, probably, if we can find some way to drop the iron golems. We can't move them with water, though, like we do in the overworld. We need some other sneaky thing. So I'm planning on putting a zombie pigman in the middle, giving him a name tag or something so he doesn't despawn. And then any iron golems that spawn on here will run to the middle and then fall down. Now to do all of that, though, is going to be a bit of work here. We pretty much have to build a second spawning platform to the farm, which is going to take a lot of glass and a lot of other resources. So I'm collecting sand at the moment. Good stuff. All right, so let's smelt that into glass over at our super smelter. Wait a minute. Did I say super smelter? I meant our new and improved super smelter here. Yep. So the other day I ended up absolutely gutting the super smelter. Just ripped out a good 70% of it, I would say, down to the bone. We got rid of the fuel distribution system in it. We were using hopper minecarts before, and spruce planks. We got rid of all that and replaced it with water streams so that we could hook it up to the bamboozler and supply it with bamboo fuel instead. So we have the bamboo plant down there growing in the columns. It gets squished into the water stream, flies up, merges in the middle here, goes down, heads down this water stream over top of all the hoppers here that go into the furnace fuel slot. How are we doing? How far did we get? So it goes down the right side of this middle chamber. Oh no, that's not a good sign. We got an issue. Oh, so much bamboo. What do we do with all that bamboo? Stacks on stacks of bamboo. Stacks on stacks of bamboo. There's still more bamboo here. Oh my goodness, there's so much bamboo. What do we do? Getting tired of pressing Q from all the bamboo. Very good, very good. So we got to fire it up here again. It's come down, goes through. Changed the water stream a little bit over here. I straightened it out, and then I added a ring over here now, so that it aligns to this side of the glass instead of the left side against the trap doors here. That way it won't fall into the hopper spot. So it goes down the stream here, underneath the slab. Oh, let's put glass back there. And then goes over this set of hoppers into these furnaces. Then we got redstone in our way. We jump over top of it like a ninja. We go over. We keep going forward. It goes to the left. Aligns against these trap doors. And... oh no, it's not a trap door thickness here, though. It aligns right against the edge of the block. I was wondering, like, why doesn't it fall in the hoppers here? It's because it's on the edge of the hopper still. Okay, so it goes down the middle again. So there's like 2 separate water streams in the middle here. Now, when it goes down this side, it falls down here. Goes underneath this water stream to the left. Up a water elevator. Looks like it kind of gets stuck on that slab, but it'll go down, apparently, so that's fine. And then it goes down this side. And we are totally full now. It's just, I think we just reached full capacity. So now this is supposed to go back to the bamboozler, and I haven't hooked that up yet. So I am going to shut this off. We are full of fuel. So that was quite a big overhaul to our super smelter here, guys. Big project, but I am happy it is done. Again, there wasn't anything really broken with the super smelter before, but the fuel system wasn't really working the best. You saw even when we broke some of those furnaces, they had some unsmelted items in, so like the closer furnaces were getting fuel, but the further away ones weren't. So that was an issue. Check this out. This is all the spruce wood we pulled out of there. So again, oh, that's not spruce. I didn't want to keep using spruce wood because that takes a bit of time to farm up, right? Even though we have a pretty good farm for it, I would much rather use bamboo. And the only way we could really use bamboo is if we redid the distribution system. So that's why we did the revamp here. Now check this out. Oh yeah, and there used to be a chest here for putting fuel in. Obviously that's gone because it doesn't get supplied here anymore. It comes from the bamboozler. But yeah, let's throw in some sand. Again, we still have the super quick feed system to it, so that's cool. The distribution for the items is exactly the same. That's the only thing I didn't change about it. And I also redid the elevator. So when I built this originally, we didn't have bubble streams in the game, right? No water elevators like this. So I had a quad dropper elevator, which was both amazing and horrible. It made so much noise. It was so laggy. So instead now we just have a very simple, very effective water elevator here. Brings the items up. They get dropped on top of a minecart here. Hopper minecart. And this is sitting on top of 3 different hoppers, which splits the items evenly into 3 different hoppers, and then that allows them to fill the shulker box here at 3 times the normal fill speed. Because again, with this super smelter, I think we're smelting 12 stacks per minute with it, or 12.8 items a second. So it needs to be able to handle that. And even with the 3 hopper speed, it gets backed up a little bit. You see this is filling up. So we kind of need like 4, but it's good enough, I think, as long as we don't run it for too long. We got a dispenser back here. We can put empty shulker boxes in, and then I just grab these and go. I got to work on an interface for this thing. I wanted to show it to you guys before I covered everything up here so you could see how it works. We also have a redstone line running up to a light. This tells me when we're low on fuel, that light will go off when we're down to our final stack of fuel. So that's good. I know when to run the bamboozler again. And what else? Oh yeah, I did the mushroom thing here too. So mushroom is kind of like my go-to wall material now, I think, because it's so easy to farm. I didn't like how it looked like stone and dirt and stuff mixed in the walls here, so I replaced it all with mushroom blocks. And same sort of deal with the bamboozler here. We had dirt and stone showing on the walls, so I replaced all the walls here with the mushroom blocks, and I think that looks a lot better. It's a nice clean look to it now. We still got to build some kind of structure over top of this though, but I'll probably keep the glass open like this because I like how it looks when you look down here. You might notice I'm back to eating fish here again. Even though we got the farmer villager that I desperately wanted. We unlocked all his trades, we got the golden carrot trade, and then he wandered out over to here. And he won't restock unless he goes back to the village. I put a path for him to climb back up. Over here, guy. Look. You can get back. But he's not taking it. He doesn't like it. They're wandering a lot further than they used to. Like, they would never go up the top of these stairs, and now they all seem to be doing it. So, I don't know. I'm going to probably put some tracks here. Some minecart tracks, and then they won't be able to cross it. He's trying to get up here. Nuh-uh. You stay. He's going to fall into the pit and never get out again. Oh, he's trying. Look at that. He's really trying. Okay, so check out this amazing contraption here. You put down your fungi. You hit the button. Bam! We got crimson wood tree. We chop her down. We get the next one going. This is just a very temporary setup, guys, until I can make an automated one. Probably at the Crimson Keep. I will set up like a TNT crimson wood farm. But for now, this is how I'm farming crimson wood and the shroom lights and stuff. And I built it here. Oh, look, we got shroom lights. They're actually kind of rare. But I'm trying to get like at least 2 stacks of them for the Goon Farm at the moment. One of the resources we need. But what I can do with this as well, a lot of times the shroom lights spawn up pretty high actually, so I can take the elevator and then just fly over here and your mum it, you know. And of course, we also got ourselves a composter here for making bone meal. If you guys don't know, nether wart blocks have an 85% chance of adding a layer to the compost bin. 7 layers equals a bone meal. What does that mean? I think it's like 8 per bone meal, maybe? Something like that. Oh, and by the way, I did figure something out here with our base. So behind the waterfall, we've had this area for a long time where basically we can fly through and get to the library. But it's a mess, right? I just blew some TNT, made a tunnel through here, and that's pretty much it. I put down some grass. What I think I want to do with this area is turn it into like an abandoned mine shaft sort of thing. Like have some planks on the roof and have these little areas, these little stashes. And behind these is where I'm going to stash a lot of my stuff that I have a lot of. Like, I don't need to have all these pumpkins on hand. So this is going to be like bulk storage. Just throw down a bunch of barrels, and I'll probably decorate this a lot nicer. But yeah, I need to get some basalt here. Man, I keep forgetting to bring fire-resistant potions, or I think even if you have Frostwalker on your boots, you don't take Megama block damage. Kind of annoying. Okay, so we're going to try to get a zombie pigman in the middle there at some point, but for now, I think I'm going to bust out this. So we got to lower our collection system to the platform we build below. So I gotta bust this out. We're just testing this right now. I just have a tiny platform built down there. Oh, we're fine. I think they're mad at me right now, though. Just one of you needs to cross. Oh, you crossed! Oh, but you fell. Yeah, okay, this could be it. Block it, and then what? I gotta put down a trap door so he can't get out. I think we caught a guy. How do we want to do this? Maybe we'll put some glass blocks above him. Yeah, I think we got our guy here. So I'm going to name him. This is our center of attention. I'm going to try to get this trap door. Okay, I'm going to move that to over here. Flip it up. And then we're free to get rid of this one. We got a glass block above his head. So hopefully iron golems will be able to see him when they spawn on the platform around him. But then we have enough of a gap here where they shouldn't be able to hit him. I think it's 1, 2... Or do we need a 3-block gap? I'm not sure. We'll find out, I guess. Yeah, okay, good. We got some iron golems. So the next part of this is we don't want zombie pigmen to spawn on this layer, actually. We only want iron golems to. And we want them to fall down to the pigmen below. So that layer down there is where we want the pigmen to spawn, and the iron golems up here. Here we go again. So I kind of want to watch this and see if they can hit this guy in the middle. Nope, they weren't able to. Okay, good. So they're going to fall down. Looks like they can't reach. They'll fall down. They'll get out of the way of these villagers, 16 blocks away from them, pretty quickly. And then they'll do their fighting down below there instead of up high here. We got to pay a visit to our bulk storage here, our old bulk storage, which is like out of space. That's why we need a new one. Yeah, this is where I keep a lot of stuff. Mostly just cobblestone and stone and stuff, but I know we got some wool here too, don't we? A lot of cobblestone. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. We want some wool. We got to make a bunch of carpet. Yeah, they're not spawning on the carpet. I thought iron golems could. Ah. Can you tell I don't do much with iron golems? Alright, we gotta get rid of the carpet now. It's not gonna work. So I read something, or I heard something before, that iron golems could spawn on glass if there was a block below. That's why I thought it would work with carpets as well. But apparently both those things aren't true. I don't know. I can't get them to spawn on glass, so I think I might have been duped. The other problem with this is if they target this guy and they fall down, you see they're surrounded by zombie pigmen, but they won't fight them because they're locked on target with this guy. Hey, how's it going? Things good with you? Things are going alright with me. Things are progressing. You know, we're making some good progress on this build. So I'm underneath the spawning platform, the new one we're building for the zombie pigmen. And I gotta move the collection system, so I'm tearing it out up above. And we're building it down below here. I put in a layer of basalt. We got shroom lights surrounding us, magma blocks above us. And now I gotta just go through here. Put down the rails for the hopper minecart. Basically just go along like this. Every so often we gotta put some power rails in. If you find yourself in an odd situation like this, I've kind of learned a couple little tricks with it. So if you want to move quickly, and you got elytra wings, you got to jump. If you jump, you can kind of move a little faster. You can also ender pearl when you're like this, which is kind of nice, you know. All right, everybody. So check it out. I think we got the Goon Farm pretty much all built for today, anyways. Oh, yeah, there we go. We got some iron golems. We got, I think, 7 that time. So it's not always 8, but usually it's pretty good. Yeah, I think it's pretty much all built, but we might need to do some fine-tuning with it. I'm still messing with a few things. So one thing you'll notice first off here is I shrunk the platform at the top here. It used to stick out all the way up to that edge, down below there. And I think I shaved off 3 or 4 blocks all around the perimeter. That is so that when iron golems spawn up here, they will see the center of attention right away. If they are beyond this border here, sometimes they couldn't see them and they would just wander around. This way they see them, they get off the platform as quick as possible. Now, we also had an issue where the iron golems would see the center of attention, they would fall down there, and then they would still want to attack that guy. The way I solved that was by lowering that platform down there another 2 blocks down. You see, like they went to that guy, but now they're fighting the guys down there. It's okay. That's because they fall over 16 blocks away from the center of attention. That means he's outside of their target range, and then they find a new target that way. So unfortunately, we did not get this down to 40-second waves, though, like I wanted. I think it's at 55-second waves at the moment. We got 68 items in the hopper clock, but this might be something I fine-tune a little bit better. Might be making some adjustments on that. But as it is right now, it's pretty good. I think it's about twice as quick as what we had originally. So that's cool. That's cool. Let's go take a look from over here. You get an idea of what the farm looks like. So yeah, the top layers for the iron golems, bottom layers for the zombie pigmen and the gas and stuff. The iron golems, they definitely could be ramped up. Like if you wanted to make this farm a lot better, double the number of villagers, double the number of iron golems. If you can get 16 per wave, oh man, this thing would be crazy. But yeah, check that out. Looks good. They go to the center of attention, they fall down, they find a new target. All the zombie pigmen rush to the middle if they get scattered. And like as soon as they fall down there, 30 seconds after that, then we can spawn a new wave of iron golems. So that's pretty cool. And you can see we got a hopper minecart system running right now. So that just picked up a bunch of stuff. We got item filters here, so when this hopper minecart takes off, it passes by these 5 hoppers. This one puts one piece of gold in, this one puts a piece of nuggets, gas tier, iron, and rotten flesh. That means the hopper minecart doesn't pick up any of the golden swords or anything on the ground there, just the items we actually want to collect. Alright, so it automatically unloads. Once it's done, it takes off. We also have a second hopper minecart going. This one, as it arrives, it sends a pulse to this thing, so if the other one is sitting here, it gets out of the way, and then this one takes its place. Yeah, so this is what it looks like underneath the platform. The hopper minecarts, they bounce back and forth, they pick up the items through the magma blocks here, according to their filter that we set with these hoppers, because they each put 1 item in. And then on the return trip, I made it so that the hopper minecart passes over top of these filters. So that drops off at least 1 item back into here, and that way we never need to refill these. It's all automatic now, unlike before. How'd we do this time? Oh, we got a gas tier. Nice, nice. I've noticed a lot of time it's like totally full on iron, so I might get rid of the zombie flesh here and just have a double iron filter. I'm not sure if we're getting it all or if some of it's despawning. But let's take a step back. Let's look at the farm. So, I think it looks pretty cool too. So I use basalt and shroom lights and the magma blocks. I like it. I think that looks way cooler than it used to. We also have a bunch of shroom lights over here. This is to stop zombies from spawning on top of this glass. Oh, and I almost forgot to show you guys this as well. So the minecart unloads here, and then down below, we got a bunch of item filters set up, and they funnel into each of the categories. So we got iron over here, we got golden nuggets, gold ingots, flesh, and a whole whopping 3 gas tiers. Probably won't fill all these up, but hey, you know, we got them there if we ever do. They just can't make up their mind. That guy's picking up like 50 swords at a time. Uh-huh. So unfortunately, with this farm, it doesn't work optimally if I'm down here, or if I'm on the platform on the side there observing it. We actually have to stand over here, because otherwise we'll get the odd zombie pigmen spawning up here or ghast, and then when the iron golems spawn, they'll want to fight these guys up here instead of going down like they're supposed to. So because that carpet trick didn't work, or putting glass over top, I don't know how to stop these guys from spawning besides just standing here. If we stand here, they won't spawn, but the iron golems still will. And I think with that, guys, it's about time we wrap up this episode for today, which is a bit unfortunate because I had some big plans for the Crimson Keep I thought we would get to today. But that'll have to wait till next time. We'll probably get a lot done there next time. Comment of the day says, Etho, I was curious as to what your production process is like for your channel. Like, how is your time split between building, filming, and editing? Are episodes ever only a day of playing? Or do you film over a couple of days? Do you try alternate between day to day what series you film for? Anyway, I'm loving the new episodes. Well, thank you very much. So the number one time consuming thing for this series, and a lot of my series for that matter, is the designing and planning of stuff. So I try really hard, especially with this series, to show you guys something new every time. I try to come up with my own redstone devices and that sort of thing, and that stuff takes forever. Like, so much time. You gotta come up with an idea, you gotta build it and test it, and then optimize it, and then you experience 20 other problems on the way. You gotta fix all those, and then you gotta collect the resources to build it. So that's probably second most time consuming thing. And then comes the building, then comes filming, then comes editing, in that order, I would say. Editing is still probably the quickest part of making my episodes. Our episodes only ever a day of playing. They used to be, like in the past, I used to record like 2 or 3 in a day sometimes even. It depends a lot on the series though. Like something like Terra Firma Punk or Enigmatica #2, I can almost always record an episode of that in a single day. But like the Let's Play series here, it's very rare that I get it done in a day. It's usually at least 2. In this case, I've been recording this episode over 4 or 5 days now, I think. I don't think all those are full days, though, but yeah, it's been a bit of work. And do you try to alternate between day-to-day what series you film for? Yeah, I do, for sure. I usually will do like a Let's Play, then Hermitcraft, then Terra Firma Punk, then maybe back to the Let's Play. It's nice to do it that way. It gives it a lot of variety for what I'm doing in the game. That way I don't get burnt out on Minecraft, always doing the same thing, right? And hopefully you guys like it that way as well. Kind of goes along with my whole, like, having 100 projects going mentality. I do that between series as well. It carries over. But yeah, I do also give preference, like if a certain series is more popular than others, I'll usually try to record it a little bit more than the other ones. So right now, Hermitcraft is by far the most popular one. And it's also a multiplayer series, and those usually get a little bit more of a preference as well, just because stuff is time sensitive on those. But anyways, that's it for today. Thank you for your questions and your comments. Hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. Until next time, take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.